Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing tonight? Happy July 4th. Yeah, so I did a little bit of work on the app off stream. So if you were hanging out when that started, you may have noticed the info slide with the episode and the name. This is pretty cool. This is now controlled by custom tokens. So I'll show you. I gotta update OBS first, or change the settings. Inception. Yeah, so if I go to, oh, you're gonna lose me here for a second. Let me do this. So it's this section right here with the, you can't see my mouse, but the episode and the description. So these, well, it just replaces the text, but the idea is that you can set these variables and you can make your own custom token ones. And then you're able to basically programmatically overwrite that from here. And why that's important, or at least why I think that's cool, is because now that I'm able to control that within the application, anything I want the application to do or connect to can also control that. So one of the things I want to do tonight, or at least get started on, is I would like to, well, first I would like to, oh wait, I'm still on my opening screen. Hold on. Let me change this. All right. So what I was saying is I've got these custom tokens, these smart sources that I can create, and I can do that by going into my dashboard. I built this too. This is something new. But go into the dashboard, find the source, the stream information, and I've got these set up as smart. And what that does is it allows me to go back to my smart sources and add custom tokens. If I add custom tokens, I can add whatever I like and a custom value for it. And for the most part, I mean, I could just set it from here, and that's just as easy as like just changing it in the app. But what's cool is that it's because it's in the application and it's being managed programmatically. Anything else that I connect to the application, I would be able to, it would be able to edit that as well. So as I was saying, one of the things I would like to do tonight, or at least begin to do tonight, because this is going to be sort of an ongoing thing, is I would like to create an MCP server for my application that allows an AI tool such as Claude to interact with this application. And this is a custom application. You can really build this, do this with anything, but you know, this is this out. You know, that's kind of the idea of this program, is to be able to provide an interface and a way to manage your stream. So I've got, you know, that's just the custom tokens. I haven't got it built in yet, but routines, when I add that, so like whenever I start, like this sequence of routines that I go through, I've got it set up on a stream deck right now, and that works great. And I might piggyback that potentially. But what I could also do is build those routines in here. So if somebody doesn't have a stream deck, then they would be able to, you know, build some custom ones from like going live or ending, but you can also do like be right backs routines, or really a routine for anything. Another thing that I've added recently is this planning section, and this allows me to, allows me to see the current stream, but it also shows the past streams. So I'm on episode 6 right now, and it goes all the way back to episode 1, and it it aggregates them. So 2 nights ago, I was this is my last stream, and I started and I had to stop, and I started again. So I was probably out for about an hour, but I came back. But it was all considered like the same stream, or how I considered it the same stream, like the same broadcast. So it groups them together and allows you to just sort of track different broadcasts. Then the other things that I've added, content series. I'm still working on this, but I just called mine season 1. But you can add different series and give it a title. You can tag specific categories, like if you want to go live with descriptions, tags, etc. Whenever you create a series and you start a plan, you can tag a series to it. And this is like where you would give your stream a title and a description, but this is like where you would manually do it. Like I said, I want to connect everything to Claude, so Claude will be able to do it, and you'll be able to, you know, have a conversation with Claude, build a project for your series, and you know, before you go live, you'll be able to plan your stream, and it can come up with like catchy titles and descriptions and that sort of thing. And then once you have that, whenever you go live and broadcast to these other channels, it can go out and do things like there's also something about connecting it to like Gemini or something, but at least give it a way to generate images. And if I generate some images, I can do like custom thumbnails with you know, with each YouTube broadcast anyway. I think that would be helpful. Twitch, there's not really much of a thumbnail situation on Twitch, but you know, other platforms that do, you know, if Twitch ever begins to add it, or if they have added it and I'm just not aware of it, you'd be able to support that too. But that's a plan, and so whenever you create a stream plan, this isn't quite done yet, so I didn't use it tonight. I did use the like episode information to start with, but from, you know, other than that, it's been mostly manual. But another thing I want to test or take a look at is my live stream. So this is my current. So I got 2 viewers right now. Hello, viewers, and I'm live on 2 channels. So I'm on YouTube at Will Makes TV, and then also on Twitch at Will Makes TV. And you can go to each of these channels, but if I actually go to my broadcast and go to my transcript, since I've gone live, it's been recording. Oh, that's hilarious. Cough, 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 cough. That's hilarious. So it's actually reading my microphone, so I need to adjust that to where it only transcribes when it's unmuted or the scene is active. That's hilarious, because I had a little bit of a coughing fit before I went live. That's so funny. But yeah, the idea is that it just captures all of the live transcription of what you're saying, but it also depends on you being you know, close to the microphone. It has to be able to hear you in order to transcribe you. So I find that's a bit of a challenge, because I like to lay back in my chair and do that, but more of a hardware problem than anything else. Events, I don't have anybody subscribed or we're interacting with the content, but if I had some events here, it should show up. So like a YouTube subscription or Twitch follow, or, you know, bits or something like that. You know, that would show up here. And there's chat. So this is a unified chat because I'm streaming on. This was kind of here last time, but this just for concurrency, I guess. This is a unified chat, so it connects to YouTube and Twitch, or whatever platforms I'm connected to. So I can do things like, hello everybody, welcome to the stream. And when I do this, it should go to both chats, both YouTube and Twitch. Let's see. Yeah. Yep, there it goes. So it sends to both. And I want to, like, right now I'm using this Streamlabs chat thing. So, like, I don't like the fact that it, like, shows me talking in the chat, or at least, like, you know, not if it shows me, but, like, duplicating it's kind of weird. So I might change that up a little bit or make my own. But, you know, one thing at a time. And what else we got on the dashboard here? So if I get like messages or events, or like, you know, if somebody likes the videos or whatever, or I don't know if likes, but you know what I mean, like somebody subscribes, or if somebody follows or whatever, you would see that here, and then you would see under messages in the chat here, and it also shows up in the status bar as well. And you can do things too, like I can turn off my microphone. Now you can, so like I can control it from here. The same thing with the music. I can turn the music off. I can still hear the music, but it just turns it off within OBS. And camera, so now you can see me, now you don't. So works the camera too. And as mentioning, you know, now that I've got this connected to the application, now it's pretty much fair game. So now I can do things, and I got full OBS support. So if I go into my OBS studio here, I mean, you would still want to go in and build things with OBS, like that's kind of the intent here. But it allows you to sort of connect things and specify, you know, which, you know, if you have music, you can turn that on, cameras, microphones, different scenes and stuff too. And the idea of all this is like kind of tying into routines and smart sources. And smart sources, I want that because it's tied to the planning, and then, you know, being able to build a plan with AI, kind of just have that sort of thing ready for you before you go live. You know, it would then be able to do all the updates you would want to do, because I don't have time. I don't really want to go through and like edit a bunch of sources and OBS before I go live. That's so lame. You know, I want to be able just to, you know, hit a few buttons and go live, and then getting to this. So the next part, another thing that I added. If I come into my past streams, I can download my videos. Now, actually, let me restart this real quick, because I've actually done some updates since then. Let me kill that. Restart this. And last stream, we ran into a little bit of an issue with our token usage, because we just sort of let Claude take the wheel and do what Claude does. And yeah, it wrote a very inefficient workflow for, I guess, getting a challenge. Probably should check that again, to be honest. So, yeah, we cranked, I think it's like 10,000 requests a day, and we hit that within like 20 minutes. And that kind of sucked. So, let me go in here and look at my, apologies, I'm on another screen here. I'm looking for my YouTube API data. I want to see the quota. Okay, that's doable. So we've got queries per day, 10,000, and we're already at 1,500. Now, I was at 1,000 before I went live. So, and this caches for an hour, so it shouldn't actually go up much more than that. Now, it probably will, because we are polling chat and doing a few more things, but it's something to consider, something to keep an eye on. And basically what that means is, like, if I hit that limit, I can no longer make requests to YouTube for that day. And you would have to, like, reach out for an appeal. You'd probably have to, like, jump through a bunch of hoops and do a bunch of things if you wanted to increase that limit with the YouTube API. But 10,000 a day is pretty good, and for what I'm using it for, it should be okay. Yeah, you know, as long as you plan for it. But yeah, if you just kind of let Claude do whatever the hell it wants to do, it's going to, yeah, not be the most efficient in most cases. So, let's see. Let me clear or /clear. We'll just start over. And yeah, Fable 5 is back, and I'm actually going to switch over to Fable 5. I was using 4.8 earlier. saving Fable 5 for here. I noticed it's pretty much the same. Like I don't if you've used Fable 5, I used it before it got, you know, banned, and then it was awesome. Like it could do some crazy stuff, but since it's been back online, I haven't been super impressed with it. I mean, it's still awesome. It's still, I would say, probably as good, maybe a little better than 4.8, but 4.8 just works really well. So, but anyway, this is the application. What else I was want to look at? Planning, OBS videos, planning, yeah. So, these old episodes, we have the ability to download these videos now and tie series to them. So, I'll just put season 1. I went to back here. Yeah, so I've downloaded this one. Now that I've downloaded it, I can play it. Not crash earlier, but cool. So this was the first night we streamed, and this was I was showing off Sandbox. And this is a Sandbox is an open source video game development engine, and I built a custom MCP server for that, and was building some game demos. I've built a few of them with it, and it's a ton of fun. I really enjoy it. But anyway, so this video is my first episode that I streamed, and I didn't have this app. This is the app that I have now. Is what I've built since episode 1. But I'm kind of considering this whole time like the dark ages, because what I want to do is I want to transcribe everything. So similar to how I'm transcribing stuff here, I want to be able to go back to my old videos and transcribe them. So through the magic of I guess AI and Claude, I was going to download these videos and center planning and just transcribe them that way. And it's also cool too, because like I was showing you here too, like episode 5, there were 2 different broadcasts. And I have some that are nuts. I have some that are like, yeah, it's episode 2, because I wanted to keep everything in here. I kept everything, and like this is just 3 minutes of that start screen, so it's kind of stupid that that's even in there, but it serves a good use case. And what it will do is it'll download all of these and like stitch them together and make a single video. And once it has a single video, and then the video is downloaded, which is it? Yeah, cool. So it was kind of messed up. Yeah. My video, this is like episode 2, and I was going through just like my settings, stream settings and stuff. So I was like start, stop, until I kind of got everything working, and then I streamed for about an hour, and yeah, it's been a steady progress. But yeah, then episode 4 episode 3, 4, and then 5, we've kind of been working on this application. This is where I kind of developed a plan and talked about what we were doing, and the last 2 have just been sort of building it, and that's what we're doing tonight. As I'm continuing building the app, and I think that's it. I mean, I've got some stuff. I got some like bugs and things where it's not like showing images and that, and I have like this page here where it like it's going to give me a high level. You know, it's not much different than just going to the YouTube page itself, but having the information indexed and available to me in the application is key, though. So, and if I have it saved locally, that's like I don't have to go call out to YouTube, thus hitting that API limit, or just hitting the API at all in some cases. Because a lot of that stuff doesn't change. Like I don't need to keep polling the API to get my channel name. That's not changing. Some things will be a little more frequent, like uptime, but like channel views, you know, I don't really care about that as in real time. But if I ever want real-time data, I mean, like, there's a in most places there's a refresh button that I can just hit, and these are some of my old YouTube videos. But yeah, and yeah, it's the OBS connection, settings. It's just 3 connections right now: Twitch, YouTube, OBS. And just some general settings. So like the folder that we were looking at, by default there's a folder that'll get saved into, but you can specify your own. And this is just like how to do stream matching across, because like sometimes you want to have like live and, you know, like a label and your prefix on YouTube. So yeah, I think that's everything that's changed. So let's actually go in. brand producer is still the directory name. I gotta change that. Actually, not really filling the name Jax either. That's kind of stupid. All right. Let's see. Get status. All right, cool. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna say model. I'll switch to silent for this. Review our changes in commit and push with relevant and inform to get commit messages. Is that large enough? Can you? I'm not even switching screens, am I? Okay, there it is. Let's see, is this large enough? Probably go a little bit larger. Let me know if you can't read that and it needs to go larger. But yeah, and here I'm just saying I'm just getting Claude to make my commits for me. Push to main, because that's great. Eventually we'll get more into proper pull requests and building things the proper way. But for now we're just pushing to main. And do not never co-author. That's Claude. I mean, it's assumed, I think, at this point. And we're just pushing all those changes up so that we have a clean slate for what we're about to do. And I guess let's take a look at the app. Let's see what where we want to start. I had a bunch of things I wanted to do tonight. Oh, the transcript. Yeah, I think that's a good one. That's still funny that I captured that stuff at the top. Alrighty, so we're gonna go to the past stream. So now that the video is downloaded, we would like to be able to create the transcript, because I want to be able to create transcripts for the videos that I've done previously. So I will just bring up Notepad. I like writing a Notepad here and then just kind of pasting it in, or in this case, long text. But okay, so when we have downloaded, oh wait, actually, let's do this. This is a past stream object. So on the past stream object model details page route, when we have downloaded, or when a video has been downloaded and processed, we should then have the ability to review the file, process it, develop a transcript, and then we should update the transcript for the video, or for the past stream, to use the transcript pulled from the video. And we want to add an addendum to this, because we already are transcribing. So like if like right now, like now that we're kind of dipping our toe out in, into the Bronze Age or whatever, or I guess that's not the Bronze Age, but anyway, after the Dark Ages, we're just beginning to start to index things. So at one point we did not, sometimes we do, but there might be cases down the road where we might want to override whatever we're pulling from the stream, because it might be bugged, or it might be missing something. But this gives me the way to sort of run it again, or kind of fix it after the fact if it's ever missing anything. So ideally it would be capturing in real time, and we still want to capture in real time because there's things that we can do in real time that we couldn't do if we had to wait until after the stream was over to do. But in some cases, we might not have captured audio, and we might need to add audio in some other way, and this gives us a way to do it. So anyway, if a video, or if a past stream already has a transcript captured from the live stream. We should have the ability to reproduce the transcript and from the downloaded video. And see, I believe if I go in here to this 5, yeah, view transcript. Yeah. So there's my transcript from episode 5, and it should just look like that. So that's what I'm expecting. So I'm just going to copy that. Looks like we're still committing over here. Geez, it's been over 5 minutes. It's already used 50,000 token stamps on it. I should have just kept it at 4.8. So we're waiting for this to wrap up. Yeah, it's been over 5 minutes. Over a simple commit. I just would have like add everything. Just committed. Okay. But it's better this way. And part of the reason too is that if you ever need to like have AI go back through your git config or your git log, it can do that and kind of see where things changed, how it changed, why it changed. You know, that's why if you're really, like I said too, when I tell it to, you know, push with relevant and informative git commit messages. So like it's using the git commit messages to sort of document what it's doing, and when you do that, you're able to sort of replay the history of the code base, and AI can just chew through that, or you know, pretty much any AI can just chew through that, and it's pretty sweet. But come on, I probably shouldn't have used it. 6.5 minutes for git commit message. That's awesome. Or just git commits. Fantastic. So if you're new here, what we're doing is we are updating, I guess while I'm waiting for this thing to happen, I'll show you the application that we're working on. We are adding a transcript, so like my videos as we are live are being transcribed right now, and it happens in real time, and it'll just show down here as I'm sort of talking. But yeah, see, there it goes. And we've only just begun doing this, and we have videos that are older, so like these ones down here, and I want to have the ability to basically create a transcript for them. And so like Twitch, YouTube, I'm streaming to multiple places, and what I want to be able to do is and I've already got half of it working, so it's downloading the video, so I've already got the video and I can hear it, and so there's no transcript here, but I want to be able to fix that. The chat's going to be a little different. Twitch uses IRC for chat, and I don't know if that history sticks around for, like, you have to be in the chat for you to see the history, and that might be a challenge, like going back and getting old historic chats. But future, actually it should be, which, interesting. Where can I see that one? Oh, it's actually on the broadcast itself. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't have anybody chat in Twitch that first night, I don't believe. I think I did have people this second chat in Twitch. Third broadcast. Oh, I haven't downloaded it yet. Go ahead and set this to season 1. Season 1. Damn, it's almost 10 minutes and Sonnet is still working on those just those commits. There were a lot of changes, I guess, but anyway. This is the app, and let me see. So if I come in here, I did have folks chatting, but I didn't download it yet. Where did I see that? So if I go in here. Yeah, okay. Should be able to see the chat though. We'll see. Oh my god, if it'll ever finish up this commit. Jesus. My Claude usage? Yeah, give me just a sec. It's a max 200 plan, so I mean it's not really that impressive. Here, I'll kick this over here. No, I don't want design. And mind you, this is a holiday weekend. Oh, it's... Oh, can I not? All right, here, 1 second. I can't do it in full screen. There you go. Mind you, I only probably worked on this 2 streams and a little bit today. And it just reset on Thursday, I think. Like, I think this global reset's tied to Fable 5 going away. You should see mine at work though. It's a bit different, and this thing is still like committing. This is pretty insane. Yeah, no worries, man. Appreciate you chat. Actually, it gives me a chance an opportunity to check. Yeah, see, check it out, unread. Boom. Sick. I was like trying to look around earlier to like find where the message was, and I was like, oh yeah, I built a freaking app to do that. That plan's $200 a month, so it's a bit steep, but I use it a lot, and I could probably get away with a $100 a month plan. But it ebbs and flows, like how much I'm able to use it. I mean, I use it all day for work, but then my personal plans just, yeah, how much I can get it to accomplish when I'm at work, like not actively doing anything, which I don't have a whole lot of like agents or anything running like just sort of on their own yet, but to most of my usage comes like nights, weekends, that sort of thing. But what pisses me off is because I don't have a lot of time, and whenever I do sit down and want to use it, if I hit a limit or some sort of ceiling, that kills me. So I just want to be able to run it full throttle and not have to worry about it. And I'm sure, like, you know, I could probably peak out this 200-month plan for sure, but so far, I mean, I pretty much just run like Opus 4.8 the whole time. Fable 5, I'm not as impressed this release as I was the first release. But then again, it depends on what I'm doing. Like, this is sort of a new thing. I almost just want to like kill this thing and do this old school. Oh, sick. You're having office on Sundays. Word? Well, I appreciate the tips, man. Yeah, give us a follow if you want to, or yeah, you're on YouTube. So yeah, I mean, sub to the thing. I mean, check us out, man. This is an open source program, so like you'll be able, like anybody will be able to use it. Like it's part of the stream. Like I want to show people how to use AI and help at least my workflow, but you know, also be able to like give something out. It's open source, so you'd be able to like check it out. It's built in Wales. It's Go. It's well documented. So if you want to add any features, you can do that. But yeah, appreciate it, man. Have a good day, and yeah, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. And I mean, we're probably gonna be here all night waiting for this stupid commit message. Oh my god, it's like I was thinking that was gonna take like a minute. I honestly was like debating if I should just like type it in there or just use the you know, Sublime text to paste it in. Normally I like using or developing on Mac too. I'm using my Windows machine just because it's Windows is, I would say, better suited for streaming. There's just a lot more stuff that's works better with it. I mean, because it's better gaming machine, and that's kind of what runs the whole streaming world for the most part. All right, so cool. We have committed and pushed. Let's see. I don't believe you. I do not believe you. Okay, yeah, I guess it worked. I guess it finally went. Let's see what we got. Kind of commit messages that it sent. All right, here we go. 1 minute ago. And this is like for all my commits for today. So this is everything for today. And nice. And I won't go through this line by line. I just want to like get an idea of what it pushed up here. Content series, add video, download pipeline. Yep. And the idea is that you would want to be able to understand where things change, what went wrong, if something breaks, being able to sort of have a paper trail of how you built this application. And the other cool thing too is that like once you build an application this way, now you have like the ultimate blueprint for being able to build other applications that may do something a little bit similar. But in this case, this is yeah, we're just getting started, so it's a fresh project. You know, kind of coming into an existing project. I mean, you can always get started anywhere, but you know, it's just something to kind of think of. You know, when you're getting started. You definitely should be using version control if you're not. I mean, it's free. I mean, at the very least, use like local Git. I mean, put it on GitHub if you don't like GitHub or Microsoft. I mean, there's Bitbucket, which is Atlassian, but then there's who's the other one? GitLab. Jesus, yeah, GitLab. And if you want to host it yourself, I mean, there's Git. I actually have a Git server that I run. Well, it's worth toying around with. I put everything in GitHub. But anyway, so this is the repo, and yeah, I'm actually curious if this. I've been chatting a little bit, so I want to see what this API usage is looking like now. It's like 1587 before. Hope it's not too much higher. I mean, I know it's polling up a bit more for the chat, but 2100. Okay, that's a little higher than what I would like to see, but it's definitely better than what it was last time. Let me just refresh again. 2114. Okay, it's probably not update that soon. We'll come back to that. All right, so first thing I want to do is clear and model. Let's go back to, yeah, let's just do Fable and paste this in. It's annoying that it doesn't copy my line breaks. Not that it matters, it would be just fine without it, but... Oh, let me see he subscribed. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see anything there. Which, not saying you didn't subscribe, but I was just curious if YouTube subscriptions would show up there. I think it was at like 238 before. Yeah, 239. So yeah, he did subscribe. So should see it there. Yeah, that's a good one. So let's do that on our events. So on our events section within broadcast, we should see a list of YouTube subscribers. I don't think likes would make a difference. Like if we just got a new like, but I think the subscribers could. A list of YouTube subscribers, yeah. And if we get a new subscriber, we should see it appear within the feed. So I probably won't know if this works until we get another YouTube subscriber. But let me, I gotta get it added first. So. Because that's the thing, like I don't know, like someone might sub to me on YouTube, and that's pretty sweet, and I want to like call it out, but yeah, I don't have a good way of doing that, I don't think. There's Streamlabs, but I'm trying to like build something to beat or, you know, replace Streamlabs. And like I said, this will all be connected via MCP to AI, so, you know, the whole point of this is having like an AI freaking stream producer, and you know it needs to be able to control all this stuff. So you need to be able to have a conversation with it. It needs to be able to listen to you, like, you know, like it's listening to me right now, and it needs to be able to have like, you know, wake words, you know, kind of like how, you know, Siri and Alexa and, you know, Google Home and, you know, those sort of virtual assistants work. You know, it should be something similar. I call it Jax, so I guess like, hey Jax, or, you know, but kind of sounds dumb. I'll have to rethink that one, but we'll see. Okay, so on air, that's pretty cool. So in the preview, it doesn't show that, you know, it's just there. I need to see, like, need somebody to write in the chat or something so I can get like a new message so I can see if that works. So viewers aggregates viewers between all the sources. Okay. It's still doing its thing. Past stream transcript. I mean, to be fair, that is a big ass feature. Like, just go download every single video and get all the audio from it, and then transcribe it. Then update an SQLite database and do it right the first time. You know how long that would have taken, like 2 years ago, 3 years? Oh, probably a little more than that at this point, but like 5 years ago. I mean, you'd probably go through like 6 meetings just to scope the dang thing, just to get access and start doing. Yeah, I mean, like, it just makes it so much easier. We're so much faster, you know, to get to the fun stuff. This is cool too. So it like looks at all the streams, aggregates all the views, so it, you know, lets you know how many views you've had. You know, tracks the live stream. So this is us right now. I say naughty words sometimes, so I put that in there. I probably should remove that, but we'll see. And that sub count. Counts videos. Because the other thing I want to do too is all this to do a bit more than just like managing the stream. So like, because I'm grabbing all these videos, and that's kind of embarrassing. What is that? So that's from Twitch. Twitch doesn't need to have the VODs here. It needs to have, well, it needs to have like highlight videos and stuff. I'll come here. Recent videos. Yeah, I gotta clean that up a little bit too. The routines are going to be cool. That's so like whenever I go live, I have a few different routines that it goes through. I'm just using a Stream Deck for it right now, and it works pretty well. And I'm probably going to try to use the Stream Deck SDK to build something into that too, but or to build some sort of connection into it. But so I don't want to like reinvent the wheel, because I'm sure a lot of people would probably already have a Stream Deck and, you know, already use it and have everything set up. So, you know, I don't want to have to require people to change anything. I just wanted to complement what they're already doing. But the idea would be that, you know, download these transcripts. I can use my transcripts because I want to have documentation. I mean, yeah, there's actual like documentation for the application, but I want there to be like documentation for the stream for like season 1, because this is season 1 right now. You know, I want to be able to just, you know, document conversations, just, you know, things like that. And once I build up that information, I want to be able to take that and, you know, be able to connect it to Claude, or I guess ChatGPT. I don't know why you'd be using that, but whatever, Claude. And be able to plan out your short form video content. So I haven't done much work on this right now. This is kind of just mainly showing my videos from YouTube, but I want to have it set up to where it can grab these like the VODs and the stuff off of YouTube and build short form video content. And then once I have enough of that built up, you know, part of the planning, when I start planning a stream, I can have like, you know, I can be posting to social media and stuff, and building out like agents to be running while I'm not on the computer. You know, it could be doing things like processing the videos, pulling up transcripts, coming up with some video ideas. There's a bunch of things that it could be doing, and I want to have this set up to where it's using your actual Claude accounts. Like I was showing what was his name? Hackzone, sorry. Yeah, Hackzone. When he was asking about like the usage, like I wanted to be able to be tied into that. Like I don't want to have to go get like an API key. I don't want to have to go do this extra step or have like a separate bill for that. You know, I already have a pretty steep bill. If I could just kind of keep everything into that one account, that'd be ideal. And I've had some success with that with a chatbot that I built for a friend, and I want to be able to extrapolate from that, because like I said, once you have everything set up into a good Git history, it makes it really easy to reproduce your results in other projects. And that was a Python project, and this is Go, so there's a difference there. But I mean, once you have the implementation ready or connected, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. So it's able to pull out the logic and go from one platform to the other pretty easily. I really like the game development one. That one was fun, but the prompts take so long. Maybe Fable will be better at that. I haven't tried it yet, but it just wasn't. It's there. Like, if you want to spend some time working on a game and building something, you don't know anything about game development, but you have a Claude account, you know, you could definitely make some progress with it. I've made a couple of demos that are fun, and I want to get back into that, but it takes so long in some cases. Like, you can get stuck on one bug for the entire stream, and it's kind of frustrating. It just takes up a lot of time. So I was thinking with this application, I mean, at least we're still waiting for prompts. Like, this one here is going for 10 minutes, but in the meantime, I can be showing you the application and doing some other things. I'm curious to get that. Did it say cough cough right there? No, it didn't. Okay, cool. I think it was just when my stream was live, or when I was starting up, it did it. I mean, it's going 10 minutes on the whole feature that I was saying. It will take like 6 calls and probably 200 hours. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not that much, but depends. But it takes some time. It's a fairly major feature. Or substantial. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're doing. I guess it's probably not a substantial feature at YouTube or, you know, some of these streaming platforms, but some run-of-the-mill web developer, you know, trying to add in like video transcription from a remote service that tackle all the other stuff it does. I mean, yeah, it's a lot. And it's just chewing through it. This is Fable. I mean, I've noticed that Fable does take a little bit more time to run, but the results are good. I mean, they weren't bad. It was just not the Fable that we had or it got banned. But we've got access to it for a few more days. So, and I've got some tokens and some mileage on her, so we're going to try her out. Yeah, most of what I've done today was in, actually everything that I did today was in Opus 4.8. And I want to get this set up too. I want to, if somebody subscribes to me on YouTube, I want to be able to, I got a prompt ready to go here. Oh, here we go. I think it's almost done. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm just going to go ahead and get it into the clipboard. Boom. I'm not even going to wait. I'm not even going to test it first. And I'm going to give it feedback. I'm just going to give it and go, you know. Syntax check at the Python sidecar. What are you talking about? The bullet sidecar for my sidecar? So another thing actually I haven't really mentioned yet, I want to add in bots. So like in my chat, I don't really have anything with it right now, but I want to add, so because I'm like watching the chat and I'm doing all this stuff, I want to be able to interact with people, and I want to be able to figure out what people have said, and I want the bots to be able to sort of understand who is who. And I want to be able to, do that across all the platforms. All the platforms that I'm streaming to anyway. Because it's YouTube and Twitch right now, but I want to be able to support Kick. I want to be able to do, Facebook Live, maybe Instagram. I'm looking at that. But I got to figure out the vertical content, video content too. So I think I could stream to Facebook, just like I'm doing everywhere else. But they also have the vertical format. Twitch supports that too, and YouTube as well. And I just need to look into setting it up. I mean, I that wasn't a thing last time I was into this, so I'm sure it's not hard, but I want to get that figured out as well. Because I wanted to be able to merge everything into one place. So what do we got here? Still grooving, eh? Yeah, the idea would be that I would be able to grab this transcript, grab the video, sync everything up, and then have bots go through it and be able to suggest clips, be able to suggest short form content, potentially be able to put some together for me. Oh, sweet. So the command's done. I'm going to have to restart this here in just a sec, but new sidecar. Why is it in Python? I'll try it, but I don't like the fact that it's in Python. Like, it's another dependency. I don't want to. Alright, what was it doing now? So I was going to the transcript video. Let me paste this other one in, because this is going to probably take a minute too. Alright, so actually now that I've sent that, I'm going to delete that. And where were we? Videos, no, planning. You generate transcript, dope. Starting transcribing. %. Don't have any errors. Oh shit, is it just playing it in real time and doing it like... Oh, that's terrible. What's at 1%? 1 of 100. I'll have to see, because that's a minute, or an hour, 53 minutes. It might be going faster than that. See, if I go away from this, it's still... So I should be able to click this and go back to that video, right? Yeah, see transcribing. Yeah, let's do that. When we are... This is, when we are transcribing a video, this, well, first off, should be treated like a queue. Where we can transcribe up to 2 videos at once. This should be a setting within the streams. The settings page under the stream section. When we click the status from the status bar, we should be taken to, or routed to the video page where we are transcribing the video, or the stream, to the stream details page. Okay. And I'll go ahead and just tack that on here. And since I've sent that, I'll go ahead and delete it. Content series says, oh, this needs to tie to something. Edit series, this needs to go to that's the thing too, it's like series. I'm doing it like episode 1, 2, 3. Some people might not do that. Some people just like put a name on it and go, you know? Or just, but they might, other people might also have different series that they would run at the same, on the same stream. Like they might do one game that might involve like what they're kind of grouping together as what I'm calling a series, but you know, they might have a different game that they're playing and it's kind of like push into a different audience. And I feel like the series, or at least what I'm calling a series, would be beneficial for that, because you know, there's different channels. Like this could be like a different game that you're streaming to. But the way I'm setting up a series is, it's like for the whole stream. And for the most part, it's just taxonomy. Like it's just, so if I go to my stream, like this would be the stream. And Twitch does this well. Twitch does, like, because if you start streaming a different, you know, to a different chat or different category, like it'll show up and like breaks it out as different things, and you can change that. I think I can do that with OBS. I think that's just under the stream information. Yeah, it's just under stream information. But it's set up for Twitch, and I'm using a whole different, you know, plugin to go to YouTube. Okay. Something to think about. I was just looking at my Twitch settings, by the way. Or my Twitch settings, my OBS settings. 9%, so 10% on the transcription. And that's a 2-hour stream. So it's not too bad. And it shouldn't say transcribing a video, it should just say transcribing. And if you click that, it takes you to the past stream. And maybe if we, let me go full screen on this. And maybe if we go, let's see. Yes, I want this to be interactive too. I want to be able to like turn my mic on and music on and camera on from down here as well. So these need to be interactive. And it would be sick if I could like click the viewers and actually see the viewers like within the application. I wonder if that's available to me in the API. I don't even know if there's a way to do that within YouTube. Like to see who's in your chat. Participants. It's just. I don't really think there's a way, unless people chat. Like I don't really think there's a way in YouTube to see like who's watching, like what channels are. I'm not sure. Yeah, it says I have one viewer, but I'm not sure if that's me or not. So I think it depends on somebody interacting with the chat for it to show up. Maybe though. I'll check out the API and see. Let's take a look at it. So YouTube API. Nope. Jesus Christ. It's so fucking bright. I wonder if I blew off my OBS. The thing I hate about Google documentation sites, man. There we go, that's better. Jesus. Give me that suntan. Videos, channels, activities. Kind of video list do we have here? Doesn't say. Okay. Comments, channels. Where's the live API? Live stream. Here we go. Okay. What do we got here? Get off. Seriously? It's like nothing. Wait, guides and tutorials. Delivering content, broadcasts and streams. Life of a broadcast. Live chat. This is not what I'm looking for here. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. both credentials and what? Oh. But is live a different API though? I don't see it's just one. Broadcasts and streams. Oh, I guess this could be used here. So I could do live stream and do broadcast. Like, switch it up. That's kind of cool. I don't know if I'm gonna use that though. This is a very poor life of a broadcast. Video content ID. Cue point. What's a cue point? Cue point might trigger an ad break. That can be useful for like be right back. Or like, you know, if you're going AFK or something. Like play an ad, you know, just to be able to trigger that, but like sync it with whatever Twitch does. Well, what's that? Yeah, 17%. Okay. And this sucks because now I got to restart the application. Let's see how it handles that. I'll go ahead and get that ready. Yeah, because we're probably going to be typing on that next. Let's see. What do we even do here? Transcription queue. Let's see. I can't. Probably won't work now. Let's try though. When if the application closes and reopens, we should be able to resume transcription where we had left off. Let's just let Fable figure that out. Yeah, see, I like the thumbnail, but I want to be able to control that too. Like, I want to be able to set that, and based on my plan, I want to be able to set the name of the streams, like do all the naming stuff, and then probably even do like the go live messages too. Like have those just automatically update as well, to where that way it's not always the same thing. What's that? Yo, J Codes More, what's up? How are you doing tonight? Oh yeah, there we go. Boom. Wait. Now it's red. I meant to come here and see. Yeah, welcome to the stream, man. Just getting here. We're building this kind of like a stream dashboard. It's going to ultimately be like a AI connected to Claude and this crazy sort of monstrosity, but all open source, so you'll be able to use it, or people will be able to use it and download it, change it, and pull requests and do all that sort of thing. But mainly just to kind of show my workflow of the workflows that I've come up with over the years of working with AI, and just sort of how I'm implementing that, and just sort of how we're doing that. So for this stream, I'll just start. This is episode 6, I think. But I've been building it for this whole time. So I'm recording everything. I'm like grabbing transcribes. I'm gonna try to build in some features to sort of try to build short form content and stuff. But it's gonna be a long road. But yeah, it's fun. But the main thing is I don't have a whole lot of time to stream, so I'm kind of sporadic when I do things, but or when I'm able to stream. So I've got family and everything, and full-time job and all that stuff. But yeah, trying to basically get it set up to where it just reduces as much friction as possible before going live. I want to be able to plan the stream and do all that stuff straight from from the application, and have it connect to Claude and all that stuff. So yeah, so there we go. 100 message. 22% transcribing. Yeah, it monitors the different stream, some on YouTube and Twitch. So it's tracking both of them, and does a bunch of cool stuff. Right now, it's working on the transcribing feature, where it's grabbing the videos, the past videos, the things from before. Oh, interesting. Like from whenever you send the message to when it shows up in the chat? This last command was trying to add a way to resume when... Oh, interesting. I don't think I have anything set up on OBS that's would be doing that. Let me take a look. Where would that be? That would be like slow mode, I think. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've got anything special set up with that. I mean, it's just Twitch. Yeah, I was looking at that. Oh, hold up. Got this finished now. No, probably won't work for this one though. Let's try it. So 27%. Yeah, I didn't expect it to work for that one because whatever it's doing in order to maintain its status or where it's at, like, wasn't being done before. Generate transcript. So this will come back here. I'm gonna give it up like 2%. I want to restart it again and just see. Okay, what else do we got? We've already added that. What percentage is it on? 4%. Okay, so let me just restart. Sweet. Should be the status within the status bar should just say instead of seriously. Video. Those are public. Follow. Not exactly what I'm looking for though. I'm trying to see like if somebody just if I get an actual that's separate though. I want it to be like part of the line. Always count them as bots to get you once per stream. That's cool though. Gives me a notification and I got one unread chat and it's pretty quick. First time he's done that, so I need to add some settings in here to like remove the chat message and that sort of thing. Yeah, let's change that. YouTube subscribers on the events section of broadcast. not be displayed here, but rather we should see them appearing within the events list along with events from all other broadcast sources, Twitch, etc. We also don't seem to be able to retrieve all subscribers. We just want to know the username of a subscriber, similar to how Twitch lets us know the followers' name. Where's that? It should say that now, and it should be able to restart, so it needs to go ahead and do that. It's only at 8%. Okay. It'd be good if it could like show the transcription as it's going along. Maybe it does now. Let's see. Go in here, transcript. Oh, I'm a lot. Damn it. I didn't mean to click that. You know what? New feature. When we click the X to stop a transcript, we should present with a confirmation dialog. Be sure that we want to proceed. Go ahead and tack that on here. See, is there anything else we can queue on here too? I don't like the fact I have to select this each time. I got a content series. I should be able to select a default, maybe. Yeah. the planning section where series items, we should be able to set a default series, but only one can be a default at a time. We set a new default. If there is one prior, it unsets. All right, so should ask us now if we want to stop. Do that, and then I'll say when we're planning a stream, when we are planning a stream, the content series should then be automatically set to the default if there is one. And see, I need to have like different. It's kind of getting back to what I was saying earlier. I don't know, you know, I want this to be useful for more people. So needs to. I need to be able to set because I have like season 1, so a series is called season 1, and then the format, I guess, of this would be episodic. That should be an option though. But I was thinking, like, could that also be the same thing as like, you know, the categories that you're streaming to? So like some people will switch categories like in midstream, and I don't know, maybe you can pull something with like the timestamps from Twitch and YouTube and maybe try to figure something out that way. It's really just the metadata that I need. Okay, so series. See, the epi series, maybe series type or something. Okay. Series type, maybe, I think. Trying to think about how to make it where it's useful for me. It's not too complicated, but it's also malleable enough to work with other sort of setups. But it also needs to connect to these smart sources too. So like episode description and number, like that needs to be tied to that as well. Let me figure out how to do that. I want to get to the fun part. Like I actually want to get to connecting the MCP server tonight. That's different, but let me just restart this. 9%. If I just restart, should pick that back up. Sick. If I go back to broadcast and events, well, doesn't have anything, but I just need to be closer to the microphone is the deal. I think that's the problem. It's interesting it isn't showing up right away though. I mean, it's picking up the transcripts from previously. I guess it's like building a buffer, or it still is like listening, and it's just grouping it all together and sending as one big message, maybe. Wonder why it's doing that. Because it's not like, I mean, it just stopped. Can it hear me? Yeah, okay. My microphone's still on. And it says it's there. Oh, if I come away from it, come back? No? Okay. Alright. I'll check back in a few minutes. It just reported, so I don't know. I was looking at doing that last time, and it just sort of barfed out a whole bunch of data at once. Planning. Content series. Oh, right. Cinco. That was the default. No, if I stream. Sweet. Alright, so I think what I want to do is in here, I want to add a stream type, or a series type content. So on the content series page, we need to have a new section that's accessible via a CTA called series. There's types. That brings us to a section that allows us to add, create, or add, remove, edit series types. A series type should be its own object model and should have the following properties. It's not, I don't think the correct word there, but close enough. Type or title, description, series type. I mean, because it would be like episodic is kind of the thing. Episodic. I think that's how you spell it. I should be able to fix that. It's episodic. True, false. Long text. Text. Description. What else can I add for the series type, though? I'll start with this. I think this is a good place to start. So, like, on the series page, we have that episodic. Then on the series add edit form, we should be able to set the series type. Once the series type has been set, actually, let's. I think I need to like lock that in, but we'll start with this. Yeah. Killed all my formatting. So yeah, if you're new here, this is the app. It's grabbing, it's like monitoring our stream in real time. That's dashboards, OBS. There's like a whole OBS section, which is kind of like a small dashboard for OBS, but coming soon, custom routines. But got these smart sources that connect to certain sources like within OBS, and allows the application to monitor that. We can watch it for unread chats, unread events like follow, subscriptions, that sort of thing. Yeah, planning section. So like if I'm starting a new stream, this is kind of where I'm working now, but before I start a stream, I could kind of plan it out. But the overall idea, I could come through here and manually do all this, which it's not much different than just using Google Drive or something like that. But the idea would be that there's an MCP server to it, and everything would be connected to AI, and I would be able to have a conversation with Claude, and it would be able to sort of fill this out and, you know, use historical streams to sort of figure out like the chat, the history, the transcript, everything that we've done prior to that point. It would be able to sort of give me an agenda and a plan for the next day based on what I said, like, or what I was working on the last time. I want to add another section too for projects, and I might just go ahead and get that scaffolded out here. Oh, I think that's good for now, but let's go. So let's add a new section in the main nav for projects. That is a placeholder for projects that can be created and referenced when planning a stream or video. Actually, I'll just do stream for now. I need to add more stuff around video. Stream's kind of what I've been focusing on at the moment. Let's go ahead and drop that in here too. I wonder what the usage is up to now. Shouldn't be that much higher. 19% on Fable, 14% on all models. I think it's 12, 12, and 12 earlier. Yeah, it'd be cool if I could have different like thumbnails for each of these two. Now this one picked up on Twitch first, so it's using the Twitch thumbnails for the live streams, which is fine. This one only streamed to Twitch, so that's all it actually has. So I don't think there's really a thumbnail there, but we should be able to generate these. So these past streams should probably still have a thumbnail per one, even though it's just Twitch only. I think that would make sense. It's like, yeah, see, look, it's not transcribing anymore. Maybe because the model is running there? Did it stop previous to that? Yeah, it looks like it did. It looks like it's... Oh, that's a good catch. Okay, so when we are transcribing a video, we do not seem to be transcribing our stream anymore. We need the stream transcription to be working at all times, even when we are transcribing another video. Plus, why the hell are we using a sidecar? Why are we using a Python sidecar after we should be doing this within Go and FFmpeg? All right, so this is the project nav folder and some of those other things that I've added recently with the stream, with the planning types or the content series types. Season episodes or series type season episode episodes for a season episodes. Wait, did I not? I did say it's right. Okay, so that is episodic. And now if I back here, I should be able to say that. And we should also various types. We should also be able to set a default. And the default should be automatically set when we are planning a new stream if there is a default set. What else did I do? Projects, yeah, projects. So a project I'm thinking is going to be like this application would be one. You know, I could have other things that I do on stream too, but this would be a way that I could add some metadata and context around what it is that I'm working on. So that way, if the stream is about the project, you know, I can have like high level stuff available to the bots and the RAG models and, you know, set up as you know, MCP tools. So that way I can easily access that stuff. But you know, it's kind of annoying me that it's not transcript. Wait, it just did. It's transcript. Oh no, because I restarted it and before it kicked back up, I think. Wait, it was transcribing. It's just not updating in real time. Well, that prompt should be fine then. Okay, so the transcript. Let's just do this. So the transcript section for the broadcast page route should display the live transcript as it is being processed. We should see this in real time. Okay. It seems like when I'm off of the page and come back, it picks up and like all the stuff I was saying in between, I think. No, we're like 12 minutes without capturing anything. Yeah. And see, it stopped doing it here. I cancel. And see, now it's going to actually ask me. Chance of messing that up again. Series type. And on the series type. So we need to track the episode numbers apart from that. So if these are all part of that series, which I think they are, season 1. Season 1, okay. So since those are all season 1, and that is tracked as episodic, then all these episodes, or these should, all the streams should have episode IDs, or episode numbers. Okay, so how do I word this? Past streams can reference content series. A content series can reference a series type. If a series type is episodic, then the past streams, this kind of break the other thing though. It wouldn't work for everybody. I gotta think about this a little bit more. It'll work for me, and I want to add it in still, but I want to like use it and see how and think about it. But anyway, so if the series type is episodic, then the past streams should all have an episode number. And short description. The episodes should be sequentially set from starting at episode 1. We should be able to, and if the data is not set not set, then we should then we should by default initialize and set the episodes by the dates of the stream. But when viewing the stream, the past stream details page, we should be able to edit the episode IDs and short descriptions for each. This should also be tied in with stream planning. If we are planning a stream for the series, it should pre-fill the next episode for the sequence. Let's just run with that and see what we can do here. What was it saying? The VOD transcription starving. That live. Where depends on your. Still get rid of that sidecar app. Okay. I'm trying to get this to work more fluidly. It seems like when I'm transcribing, it's sort of starving this from, or as it was saying, starving this. So we're running the same script, so I think if I run it natively, it's going to bypass that, and, or not natively, but just like run it within the application, within Go. Like, I don't want to add another dependency to the thing. So. I wonder if I ever want to see this thing finish transcribing. Yeah, see, I wish it would just show it like here in real time as it was doing it. Oh no. So I do it that way from the video. It's if it's like if there's music in the background, it's not gonna be able to tell the difference between music and the microphone. Guess it's better than nothing. See, the cool thing is if I can get this all set up to where it's managing the stream entirely, then what's going on? Not sure what's going on there. Alright, that's back. Go to another album though, or we'll go further down. Is it still going? That's true. Yeah, it's still running. I wonder if switching over to Go is going to break the transcription progress, though. Hope not. I hope it's faster, too. Content series. Still seems stuck there, though. It's weird because last time when it happened, it was stuck further back, and then I thought it would stop talking, and then it like picked up some of the things that I was saying. So it's strange. Hopefully this update here will fix it, but we'll see. So, waiting on this to finish. Planning. Let's see what else we can look at here. So we should be able to set the episodes and stuff. Or it should set it for us. It should, because it should just go 1 to 6, but the current live stream doesn't have that ability. But see, it should be, I want to get it set up to where when I plan a stream, it'll show up here, and then when I go live, I would go live, well, I could go live from here, but it'd also show up like in the dashboard, like up here, like go live with your next stream or whatever, and it would just have everything sort of pre-built, so that way the smart scenes and all that stuff, all of that will be automatically updated. So like or smart sources, I'm sorry. So like the episode numbers, and because I used it today and it worked, but like I just edited it straight from here, or I did it from the custom tokens, which is fine. But I want to be able to update this via MCP, and then part of the plan is it would go and then update all that stuff for me before like I don't have to think about it. It just, by me creating the plan, it sort of does it. Or not necessarily me creating the plan creates the manifest, and then whenever I go live, like whenever I'm on the broadcast page and go live with that plan, it'll then set all those different scenes and stuff, like all the different text and things like that for the episode cards and all of that. But there's other things I could do too from that page. So like I could broadcast to Twitter or X or Instagram or other places too, make posts somewhere, because I want to be able to stream to other platforms too, so like Facebook and all that stuff. I kind of want this to be the main place where I launch everything from, rather than OBS. Did I get any of that? Nope. We've been going 20 minutes. 20 minutes on this one prompt. We are using Fable 5 tonight, so it's a little bit slower. It seems to work okay, but definitely not as good as it was prior to the nerf. A little bit of progress. Added a default type to the plan, prefill. Okay. Show live transcript and real-time broadcast tab. Beside those two should be a little bit faster, I think. We'll see. Getting closer on the transcription. %67%, that's cool. Well, damn, if it finishes, I'll have to start a whole nother one in order to test out that feature. It's so funny, too. The first episode, I was like jamming some swagger rhythm. Like a friend of mine's like AI channel. Pretty funny. But it's going to catch all those lyrics as like what I'm saying. I think I listened to it the whole time too. I didn't really consider that. The real-time transcript though, that shouldn't, because that's picking straight up from the microphone. So I might need to stick with that, or sort of give that priority. Like right now I have the ability to recapture it, but I don't want to lose it. So maybe like a recording transcript or something. Maybe a different type of different types of transcripts. Stream. Oh, we got another one done. So show live transcript real time. Okay. Says it fixed that. This last one should be a lot easier. Or should be the easiest of the three. While it's running this, I'm going to go grab something else to drink. I will be right back. I'm back. Looks like just the right time too. Streams don't carry that. Okay. 73%. Let's see. I hope it doesn't break. I'm trying to transcribe that one thing the entire time. 73%. Okay. So if I come back here, is it picking me up in real time anymore? See, we're still transcribing, it seems like. Okay. Looks like it's transcribing there. And let me see, is this going to tick up to 74? I wonder if it's going to be slower. Or I wonder if it's broken now that it's... switched over its whole back end. Do I just not talk or something and then it will transcribe? Is that how this works? Be quiet for a moment. I think it's stuck, folks. I mean, I kind of did half expected a break because of the... We're no longer using the Python sidecar. So let me just cancel this. And let me restart it. Once that goes to 1%, I know it's still doing its thing. Okay, so at least the live transcription is still working. Doesn't seem like the video transcription is working. Doesn't seem like the... What am I doing? It doesn't seem like the video transcribing is working. I can see the real-time transcribing working just fine, but the video transcription doesn't seem like it can, or it is running and doesn't progress. Can we run this as a separate thread or process or something? Let's see. The accuracy of this is not very good either. I mean, it's probably close enough, though. I could definitely use some work on the microphone, though. It used to sound so much better than what it does now, so I might work on that off stream. But yeah, transcription is definitely not moving. So that's cool. Planning. Next one's episode 6. We're on episode 6 right now. If I go to past streams. Planning, past streams. Episode 1. Just call that this. Episode 2. Episode 3. shit, I didn't mean to do that. Episode 3. Episode 4. Episode 5. Oh, I see. So this is so this hasn't done yet. Or this isn't done yet. We need to be able to set the... See, this needs the live stream, like the plan needs to be able to morph into the live stream. So we'll add the current live stream that's displayed within the past streams section should be treated as a past stream, or should be treated the same as a past stream. Should have the same fields and layout, but with the addition of additional elements to signal that it's an active live broadcast. We'll just throw that in here. So it just shows the channel details, which is fine, but kind of wanted to show more of the, like, this stuff. Because when I go to plan a stream now, it shouldn't be on 6, it should be on 7. And maybe too, we can, in the options when we're planning, or content series type, maybe here we can also say like set or force episode within title or something like that, so that way we can automatically, like whenever we're planning, where it has this piece, like it was episode 6 and a colon. I do that on all of them, but it would be nice if I didn't have to like type it out and it's just like this is the title, so I don't have to keep adding that each time. Because I got the episode number. I mean, I can put episode 6 in front of that. I think I should. These need to be in line. Well, we need to have validation on that too to make sure I can't like set duplicate episode IDs or episode numbers. Content series type, season episode. Yeah, definitely not moving. %, CPU. It's not bad, but I'm sure once I start adding a bunch of the other stuff, it's going to really crank it up. Routines. Not going to be around for, or up for too much longer. Probably going to head to bed here pretty soon. It's getting pretty late, but you know, I was hoping to get to the MCP stuff tonight, but that may have to wait till the next episode. This will be a fun one. This wasn't even really that long either. That should be updated this next time. We're going 10 minutes on this one. Take a look at this usage now. Yeah, 21% on Fable, 15% on all models. Okay. Oh wait, transcribing 1%, and it hasn't picked up a thing from the past 5 minutes. 2%. This is also accessing it on a like an optical drive, or not optical drive, but like a hard disk. So that might be part of the slowness too. I do have a new SSD that I need to install. If that is the case, I'll be able to test it soon. I need to do it anyway. Yeah, it's definitely not picked up anything I've said off the past 10 minutes. This is episode 6, but I can't set it, or it's not allowing me to set it here. So hoping this next update will just fix it, but it'll sort of unify this view and these other views. I mean, I still want it to be a little different because it's you know, the active live stream, but oh, cool, it's done. Let's refresh or recompile. Okay, loading speech model. All right, it's at 3%. Let's see what the live. It seems like it went further back this time. Okay, well. The live broadcast, or the live transcription's working. Let's just see if this processes now, if it goes at the 4%, or is it going to take forever? Oh shit, okay. It is working. Fantastic. Nice. Cool. Alright, so looks like that's fixed. What do we have next? Planning. Oh, right, the planning. This looks the exact same. Good, what? Okay. So the current live stream display page route should show the series in episode 2 just like the past streams do. I wonder if we can get stream health from each of these. Well, I said it was transcribing, but it looks like it's stuck on 4% now. Maybe when we go offline, it'll speed up. So maybe this is something that we can just like do offline rather than like online, or while we're live. Like maybe you can do it, but it'll do it very slowly. 5%. Okay. Do like this, keeping the chat, and so that's the thing too, is it needs to keep it for the entire stream and like past streams. Sorry, I'm all over the place there. Yeah, so it needs to have like chat and transcription here too. The live stream page should also have a chat, events, and transcription tabs, as the live transcription should be saved as part of that stream. Planning's gonna be fun once it's all built out. Well, once, it's still very early in the process, so what I'm trying to do is get it set up to where it's, I've got all the metadata for everything. Like, everything is just saved, and it's got proper, you know, it's got all the properties that I need, so I have all of the functionality that I need baked into the application. Once that's done, then I can begin exposing those things to tools that I can then create, you know, an MCP server around. And once that's done, then there's more to it than that. Like, there'll be skills and stuff to add to it, and there'll be a agent skill broker that'll allow the, you know, Claude desktop, Claude code, and those sort of things to be able to connect to the application, figure out, like, through the built-in skills, know how to use it, and then it will be able to you know, kind of get things started quickly, be able to onboard fast. But in addition to that, it should have you know, custom skills too. So, like, you know, if you want to add a skill for your particular streams, it could do that. That actually might be the way to do the stream types. I still don't think it fixes the people who have like multiple series that would be part of the same stream. So that's still a challenge. Because right now it's just a 1-to-1, like one stream is the series. I think a lot of people do it that way too. You know, they may have different things that they work on for a stream or for a broadcast, you know. So, like, you know, might have different series or sub-series maybe, or maybe even just call it segments and call it, you know, it's like you got a whole broadcast type and then there's like a segment or something like that. That might have to look and see how Twitch names it and just follow that same sort of lead. Yeah, this may be one of my last prompts. I'm getting pretty tired. It's streaming for almost 3 hours, so we'll try to go for 3 hours. It's a little less than 15 minutes. All right, sweet. Finally finished the prompt. We will restart. Okay, broadcast planning. Series Season 1, Episode 6. Okay. I'll take this. Although, it doesn't have... Let's just do this. Building the ultimate streaming assistant. Actually, I might just name it exactly what I have it in Twitch, because that's normally how it'll go. Save. Right, now that that's there, channel details. Okay, let me go back here. Now if I got a plan, I should be. No, see, it's still 6. But I've got episode 6 already. Planning. When planning a stream, the plan a stream form should also take into account the current live stream when recommending the next episode. There should be validation that prevents the user from selecting or using an episode number that has already been used. I think that's good. There we go. Okay, so now if a plan, sweet, it goes to 7. The plan a stream form should display the content series and episode number as inline. Each other. say. All right, so it's still going there. I wonder how much better it's going to do when I stop streaming. Like if it'll pick up any. So if I come back here, yeah, still transcribing that. That's planning. It's with the chat now. Wait, can I get the chat from Twitch? Because you can go back and watch the chat, like it'll replay it. Twitch API chat stream. Let's take a look. Awful. Yeah, we'll keep this in dark mode. Start raid. Let's see, chat and chat bots. I'll read them. Oh, I guess they do something different than IRC now. Odd. Yeah, broadcast. No, it's not it. Okay, we've finished on the prompt there. Let's restart. That was a simple one. That was just making these where they're inline. Wait, see, I shouldn't have series type. Series type is tied to the content series. Since the stream is tied to the references, the series, then we can infer the series type from there. We do not need an extra field on plan a stream series type because that's already handled by the series. Yeah, definitely need to get this transcription thing figured out. And one of the nice things now too is that the music that I got doesn't have any lyrics, so I should be able to pull the transcript from it much easier than some of those earlier ones. Well, apologies, folks. I'm pretty tired here. Alright. Restart this, and this will probably be our last run. Because it is almost 1 a.m. and we've been streaming for almost 3 hours. So we go back to planning, add this. Okay, yeah, because we don't need the series type again. We've already got the content series here. And the only thing I want to add is probably like making this support markdown. All right, folks. I think that's going to do it for me this evening. I appreciate everybody stopping by. The new subs on YouTube, and folks chatting and Twitch and YouTube as well. It's been great. I hope you all have had a great 4th of July, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. All right, folks. See ya.